I'm Lee Marshall. I want to welcome you to our 13th annual Kids to Love Foundation Scholarship Luncheon. We are so excited that you're here with us today to share in the success and the celebration of our young people. We have 45 scholarship recipients this year. 45. When we award 45 scholarships this year, this makes a monumental year for our organization. This puts us over 500 college scholarships that the Kids to Love Foundation has been able to award in the last 13 years. So without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Willie Reeves.
Kids to Love is a family. It is a very big family. You have lots of parental figures. They give you motherly love, tough love, and everything in between. But they're a support system, and they will support you in any way as long as you support yourself. As long as you do your part, they will fill in everything and anything that they can in between. So all my scholarship recipients, I hope that you all take advantage of the scholarship. Allow it to fill in some of those blanks for you, as it has for me, and just allow kids to love you, because we're all kids to love at the end of the day in some form or fashion.
It's hard to believe 5 years ago I was sitting in the same exact spot y'all were sitting at, receiving my first Kids to Love scholarship. So it's just such a humbling experience to be up here to speaking to you guys today, and I'm excited to be here. So my journey began in Birmingham, Alabama. At 4 weeks old, my twin brother and I, my 2-year-old sister, were giving up. And no one wanted to step up and claim us or take care of us, so we were placed in the foster care system, where we were placed in Limestone County. And we were placed in Elkmont, Alabama. I don't know if you know where that is, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. So Elkmont, Alabama, okay, we got one over there. Represent, absolutely. My twin brother and my sister, we grew up on a farm, and we did the farm life. We had horses, cows, chickens, you name it, everything. And things were good. I mean, life was good with just 3 of us. And then my adoptive parents began to adopt other children, and so I had 5 adopted brothers and another sister, and we all lived in the same household. And I loved my adopted brothers and my adopted sister, but I felt like my adopted parents got overwhelmed with the amount of children they had adopted and the financial burden we had put on them, and they began to abuse us physically and verbally. And I can remember one time my adopted dad used a cattle prod on me for punishment. And so I don't know if you know what a cattle prod is. It's where you poke a cow, and so and it's like an electric stick. And so that was one of the punishments that we dealt with. And throughout the years, we dealt with a lot of physical and verbal abuse. Our adopted parents would say we would never go to college, we would never amount to anything, and that lit a fuel underneath me, because I knew one day I was going to make something out of myself. And so I wanted to get out. We all wanted to get out. And so we had no social life. And so I began to play sports in high school, and so I joined the football team. I didn't care if I was going to ride the bench or anything, but I went out there and I was actually pretty good. And I kept on with football, and I made the all-area, all-county team, and I stuck with it, and I was a phenomenal athlete. One day when I was 16 years old, my twin brother and I were on the football field, and one of our family members came on the field, and she stopped practice and said, "David and Howard needs to come with me right now." And we didn't really know what was going on, and she didn't go into detail until we got in the car. And she said that there was social workers and DHR social workers and the police were there at our house. And at that moment, I knew my life was about to change. And so once we got back to the house, I saw all the cop cars, and the DHR worker approached me and saying, "Do you know why I'm here?" And at that moment, I said no, because I didn't want to believe that we were going to get taken away. And she said, "Well, there's been some reports where y'all have been physically abused, and there's been a lot of issues going on into the home." And so at that moment, our lives changed. And we sat there for countless hours at Limestone County DHR trying to figure out a placement for us. And a former school teacher of mine and coach offered to take 4 of us in, Matt and Nicole Stockman. And a few of my other brothers went and stayed with another placement in Limestone County. And Matt and Nicole Stockman, they only offered to keep us for only a few weeks. And they ended up keeping us for a year. And they remodeled their whole home for us. And they are such a blessing for me in my life that they got me back into church. They got me serving in the community. And I'm really, truly thankful for them. And they came home one day and they said, "We love you guys, but we really want to focus on our biological children, so it's nothing against you guys." And we completely understood, but it really did hurt us because we thought that's where our permanent placement was going to be at. And so we were back into the system. And there was a couple of times where, a couple of foster homes where David and I, my brothers, wouldn't even unpack our bags because we know we were moving the next day. And so really, we didn't have a suitcase or anything. We were living out of trash bags, basically. And that was a very difficult time for my family and I. And but I didn't give up. We went through several different foster homes. Some foster homes, I felt like they were just doing it for the money. And as a foster child, you can tell who's genuine or not. And I could tell there was a few foster homes that were not genuine, and they were just doing it for the money. And that's unfortunate. But needless to say, we didn't stay there very long. And so we went to John and Sandra Offrey, my foster parents, that I still keep in touch with today, go to holidays with them, vacation. They said, "We don't want you to move anymore. We want you to have a permanent place where you can decide if you want to go to college or go straight to work." And so David and I, we went to go live with them and truly love them to get a strong Christian family. And I call them family. They are my family. But one of my social workers, she brought up the Kids to Love scholarship. And as I was graduating high school, I really didn't know, college was not an option for me, but the Stockman family opened up a lot of opportunities and mentioned about college, and I had never really thought about it. I said, college? Well, growing up, it was never an option, but I thought that I wanted to go to college and pursue a degree in social work. And so Brittany King, she said, "There's a Kids to Love scholarship." Lee Marshall, she's the founder and CEO of Kids to Love, and she said, you should definitely apply for this scholarship, and I did. And at the time, I didn't know Lee Marshall very well. I just knew that she was on the news, Channel 19 and 48. That's all I knew her as. And so I come to the scholarship luncheon for my very first time 5 years ago, and she comes up to me, and like I said, I didn't know her, and she said, "I know your story, and I'm praying for you, and if there's anything you need, I'm here for you." And my initial thought was, I don't even know this woman, but okay. But she really is. She has always, when I was going through college, Calhoun Community College, and then Alabama A&M, she was always texting me saying, "Hey, is there anything you need? How's your grades?" Just following up with me and just being a motherly figure to me. And really thankful for you, Lee, and what you've done for me. And the Kids to Love scholarship helped me with by purchasing a laptop and tuition and books, and I am truly thankful for the Kids to Love scholarship over the years. And I do plan on pursuing a master's degree in social work, and so I'm going to hopefully get another Kids to Love scholarship. Don't let anyone stop you from getting anywhere to meet your goal. The sky's the limit for you guys. And I just want to thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Lee, for letting me speak to this crowd, and I love you guys, and I wish the best for you guys, and I want to encourage you guys to do well in college, and, sky's the limit. Thank you.
Education is your key out. It's your key out. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. It offers you opportunity for independence, and it gives you the ability to achieve your dreams and your goals. It is going to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But it's not going to be easy. The thing that I know about every one of you that we've seen in your bios is that you're a fighter. You wouldn't be here today if you weren't a fighter. So you need to channel that for all these obstacles that are coming your way. We were at our table having a conversation, and Bill Holtzclaw said, people tell you yes. I'm like, no, we just don't celebrate the no's. There are a lot of people that tell me no. But I thank all of you for saying yes today, because what you've done and your support is directly impacting the lives of so many children. And just think of the ripple generations that we're going to be able to have an impact.